banner below. Click it, learn more, and see how you can help end the suffering for all animals and end the cruelty against them. Bottom part below the stream. So be on it. Continue to watch, continue to support, and here we are. Thunder Predator, Midas Club, Game 2. Lone Druid, first for the day, with a Chen here, also a first. Ember from Midas Club.
Yeah, lots of push, Chen Lone Druid. You have to be careful against these heroes. You feed an early game a little bit, and all of a sudden you could feed the entire game away against these heroes. And with the enchant being banned, it kind of leaves Chen as that creep-getting lane dominator guy, and of course, Thunder Predator more than willing to take that. Lone Druid, not a super popular hero, but since 7.23, he got reworked in that patch, and I know everybody forgets about that because that was the patch where neutral items were added, so that's all everybody ever cared about. I think it was about around that patch. Lone Druid has had an obscenely high win rate, even when he's not getting picked a lot. He has a very high win rate. So I've always kind of felt like for the last, since 7.23, that Lone Druid has been a great hero. And there are certain teams that do pick it, like Quigfa, is always playing the Lone Druid for his team. And so it really just depends. Like, do you have a Lone Druid player? That's it. It's cool to see South American Dota pick up this hero, because I wouldn't really pin it as an SA Dota hero or an NA Dota hero, honestly. It's more of like a European thing.
10 seconds remain.
See what is it still Mask of Madness, like first item Lone Druid?
Yeah, it's like Mask of Madness, Deso, possibly Basher, things like that. You definitely go bear build. Not so much Radiance. You don't see people going really Radiance anymore. It's feels kind of weak, feels kind of slow. But that Mask of Madness, you pick up the Mom and Phase Boots, and that bear runs hasted move speed, like literally hasted. So it's quite difficult to get away from that. It's almost guaranteed to get some sort of root on you and kill you. So really great early game hero. It's just getting up until the Mask of Madness can sometimes be hard if you have somebody to deal with the bear, which I would assume Midas Club is going to pick something to deal with the bear, like Razor, Necrophos, some guy that can actually pressure that thing in lane. You never want to give Lone Druid a free lane. That's a good way to lose really quickly.
Hero here for Midas Club. I found some success with, but Jakiro not you see all too much.
5 seconds remaining.
Seeing a whole slew of 5 positions.
Radiant team pick.
I'm a fan. I love the Jakiro. I think it like a lot of casters say, I love this term. Like, it ticks a lot of the boxes. It's got disable. Most importantly, it's got tower push. It can push towers, and it can push creep waves. It's always really nice to have a position 5 that can do that, because you can just go sit in a lane and be a nuisance on your own. And being able to do that, like, it gives you a lot of control over the game as a position 5, which a lot of pos 5s don't have that amount of control.
5 seconds.
And sure, he lacks instant disable, but you have the Ember to set up for him. So if you pick Jakiro with the right heroes, it kind of feels like it does everything. I think Jakiro's in a pretty good place right now.
Dire team pick.
There he is. And that's the counter. Very annoying.
Low cooldown initiator there with the hook shot. Always trying to get involved, always trying to lead the way. And I like Clockwork in the 4. We've certainly seen some success with it in the 3. I know OGD did like Clockwork Enigma, where Clockwork would take the lane till 6, and then Enigma would take over after that.
Yeah, I like that. My buddy Nushan was actually legitimately the other day. He was like, dude, we need to do duo Q and do Clockwork Enigma. He was specifically saying that lane is really sick, and for that reason, it's
Radiant
you do a lot together. These heroes, like the Enigma wants to kind of farm up. Clockwork is way more of like a sacrificial position 3, but he likes the levels, so it really makes a lot of sense. And then Enigma can just pull the lane back for the Clockwork, and Clockwork never really wins lanes unless he's killing people, and he does that with levels. So it's not like you have to get some like epic CS or trade with people epically with spells. Like, that's not how Clock wins lanes. He doesn't do that. He kills you. He runs at you with battery assault, right? So It's
5 seconds
it makes
remaining.
a lot of sense. I would love to see them. I would love to see them do that, but maybe with a Chen and a Lone Druid already, like they feel like they have enough summons. It's a little weird, like really doubling and tripling down on that.
Just go all in on the summons. You go Beastmaster mid again.
Baker comes out and you lose.
Wait, no, yeah.
Into clock, it would be pretty bad. It would be pretty bad, but you know, there's a lot of heroes that deal with summons. Midas Club could definitely go for some sort of like Kunkka pick at this point, but I also would like to see something that deals with that Lone Druid. Lots of ranged heroes are good against it, like Nature's Prophet is great against it, but they already have Centaur, so they're not going to run an offlane Natures, I think.
I think they go back to the Pango.
You know, it's an easier game for it because there wouldn't be as much on him to disable in the fights. There's like a lot more disable. So really the problem with the last game was that there was so much pressure on the Pango as the only disabler, but they had so much counters to the Pango. Okay, so it's a mid Lone Druid most likely, and then they're going to run the Ursa against Centaur lane, which means Midas Club can pick a mid that deals with Lone Druid and maybe run like the Ember safe lane. They can also run the Ursa if you're Thunder Predator into the Ember, and yeah, that's a very easy lane for Ursa.
5 seconds.
Thunder Predator has a
5
really
seconds
nice
remaining.
draft, at least when it comes to laning. I think their laning is really strong right now. Midas Club's all about team fighting. God, you know what I would like to see? Like a Venomancer. Something that really punishes the... Okay, I wanted to say that. I was gonna say Veno or Necro. Just because it's something that deals with the fact that there's these massive amount of like melee heroes on Thunder Predator that all have high HP pool. Veno's like better for kiting, but the Necrophos is way better at dealing with the Lone Druid Bear. You just sit in lane and hit it, and it has such high
10
HP
seconds remaining.
that
10
just the
seconds
Heartstopper is
remaining.
enough to kill that thing.
5
Really nice
seconds
counter.
remaining.
Razor used to be a good counter too. Back when the suck was sucked more damage at level 1.
Talking about scythes earlier with our little Dark Souls commentary, but now you finally got the Necro.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it. Solid hero. I think it's in a good place. It's had a pretty high win rate ever since a couple of patches ago. I think they like extended the Heartstopper range. They increased the damage a little bit, and then they added the talent, the regen reduction on Heartstopper at level 20, as well as they added the new Aghanims, where it has the ghost form has like a lower cooldown and doubles the Heartstopper damage. So like for a few reasons, this hero basically has been trending upward for the last few patches. So it's good to see more games.
Troll. Banning the troll, do they think this Ember's a 4?
I think so. I think you could run the Ember 4 here. It's Hiko. Hiko can kind of play almost anything as a 4. He's one of those versatile 4 players. And I would say Batrider is an insanely good pick here for Thunder Predator. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Just kidding. Not that good.
Now,
Anymore. So they,
the clock 3 go Earthshaker 4.
yeah, I was gonna say you could do Earthshaker 3 even. It's really good against the PL in lane. It's like Jakiro will kind of own an Earthshaker because he's just melee range all the time, and you're dual breathing him. It'll own him in lane. If you run the Necro versus the Earthshaker, it'll do really well. But the Earthshaker has a favorable matchup versus PL and Ember Spirit, so and Centaur. So I really feel like Earthshaker makes a lot of sense. Just kidding. It's a Phoenix.
Got a little too. Duster on the Jakiro, Hiko with that 4 Ember, HFM.
Okay, so the Phoenix answers the Necrophos better than the Earthshaker would. But yet it still has some sort of way of dealing with PL, right? Like you have all of the AoE spells of the Phoenix that will clear all the PL illusions, but then that's all magic damage too, and you're a ranged hero. So the Necrophos will melt as well. So I actually do like the Phoenix as like a middle ground between dealing with the PL and dealing with the Necrophos. It kind of does really well against both. It's Frank Chen. So this is a side lane Chen. Chen, which we've been seeing a lot more of. Oh my god.
I saw Old 11 play Chen, but he also played it mid.
Yeah, I saw Envy do this recently.
I love when we see it.
I tweeted Eternal Chenvy and it got like 100 likes. That's the easiest 100 likes I've ever farmed in my life.
I need to get more interaction on my Twitch, guys. Just like every tweet, please. Thanks. That verification check mark.
You do, dude. You do.
I need people to know it's actually me. Not that I think anybody would impersonate me. I think I'm verified in that way. I don't know anybody who wants to be.
Do you think if I change my official name to B-Cop, that like people would allow that? If I just insisted on it?
Oh my god.
Oh god. How annoying would that be for you?
You just take over some other caster's name.
Like, who's to actually say that I can't do that, you know? If I brand totally differently, nobody can stop me.
Just change your name, or I change my...
I am the B-Cop.
My name is Capitalist now.
Well, that one's I think a lot more reasonable because being a capitalist is a thing. Being a B-Cop is like, I mean, I'm sure tons of people have asked you where the heck your name even comes from.
It's just my name. It's literally just my name. It's Ben Coppola B-Cop. It's like super simple.
Still, that's that's clearly impersonating you. It's, some of the players.
They ask you where it's from.
Sometimes.
No, I'm saying like they ask you where you got the name B-Cop from.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I had a friend and he had a dog, and the dog had a cousin. The cousin's name was Big.
Your son Big.
I don't know, dude. My cousin's dog's mother or something. Come on, relax. I can't even remember what your last name is. You just said it. I can't remember. Coppernick?
Coppolo. My friend's name is actually Koppelnick. That's crazy.
That's I've never heard that last name before. Everybody's heard Jenkins because of Leroy.
Does that get said to you a lot?
Oh, all the time. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that think I'm just stealing Leroy. It's just my name. I'm just Jenkins. That's just what I've always been called. That's what my friends called me. They called my brother Jenkins too, which was really weird. My older brother. So people called me Baby Jenkins, but I felt like that sounded too much like a rapper name.
How close was that?
A weird mix of a rapper name and an Irish, like some leprechaun name.
My old self.
I can say that I'm Irish. Ooh, that's good monster. Do you play the pause games?
No.
Be honest.
Well, it depends.
Be honest.
Because sometimes people just come back immediately.
Where is the pause game?
It's not
Why is it not
here? Yeah.
Like, what happened? Did they just remove them entirely?
We didn't update.
There was an update.
Was there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't think we've noticed. I think it's just been gone for a couple of games.
Hours. Because
Yeah.
it was definitely there before.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I remember people were complaining about it though on Reddit. You know Val, they like to listen to their Reddit.
Valve likes to listen to Reddit. Just tell them you want to see us.
Well, wouldn't go that far. Valve has some jurisdiction.
I'm farming likes here, guys.
When it comes to really horrible decisions. Just kidding. Look at this. Another aggro try. The PL. Centaur playing towards top. Which is funny because I feel like PL against Shen would be
30
fine.
seconds to battle.
It's a good core matchup for PL. But I suppose the Phoenix is the problem. A bit? I don't know. This will shut down Ursa more. To have a... Okay, Thunder Predator. They don't want to let the lanes be like this. They rotate the Ursa top and Shen towards the bot lane.
See if they commit to that. They're definitely holding still.
The
And we'll-
battle begins. The
Yeah, they need to just sit mid and wait.
I've
You
seen
know.
this a lot. There was a couple of Chinese games that I saw where they were sitting mid so long that they'll like farm this camp together. The 1 and the 3 will farm this camp together, and all of a sudden they come to the lane. Their supports are level 3.
It's always a nice game for supports when this happens. When there's the lane swapping. That way supports can finally get some CS, you know?
My old
Very nice. Not for too long in this game, though. Figured it out pretty quick.
Towards bottom. I want to see what Matthew's impact is going to be in this game as well, because he had such an impact on that Tusk. Like, I'm curious to see if he can keep that kind of pace up.
He has a first spell clogged, so...
He might just be dead here. Yeah, there. Okay, Cogs.
Well, speaking of impact,
Frank. So close. I mean, that's impact to keep him alive. My God.
oh, so close.
He's working with a tango now and a headdress regen.
Yeah, he's low. I think they can just keep spamming him out here, and not much he can do about that. Sending his salve out, but
get away.
that'll give him about 20 seconds of sustain.
False idolatry.
Oh, Frank with the deny.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my goodness. That was such a joke.
I really wish they played that voice on right there, please. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
sexy
yeah.
fat ends up dead top. MJZ with MNZ, the combo of the M's, M and M lane. Themselves a kill onto the Centaur.
They also both have short 3-letter names that end in Z.
Yeah,
Z? Z? What do you Americans call it?
I go Z. Fucking with an international crowd, maybe.
Way. That's what we say. Canadians. Pretty easy for Murdoch.
Freedom Murdoch's 13-1
Never intend to
time
never
so far,
intend
and he's got 2 into the Heartstopper aura and 1 into the Death Pulse. Is this a completely like skip Ghost Shroud kind of lane?
I think 1 point's not bad just to stay safe, but he'll probably hold the point and try to maximize Heartstopper just because it destroys the bear. It's got so much HP.
There. A lot of mana to work. Very curious as to see what Frank can do. Or can. I feel like a very difficult hero to make things happen on playing him in the core role.
I agree. I'm not a huge believer. I almost feel like whenever it's played in a core role, it's just basically a support, and then you have one of the supports take over the core role. Like this Phoenix will get huge, you know? It's, but we'll see, we'll see. I mean, a lot of people are picking it right now. It seems like a bit of a meme, though.
So figure out who are your main egg hitters here.
PL, basically PL. He dispels it, and so once the level 2 egg comes out, it's a lot harder for them to kill it. They'll need like the PL +1. So it's yeah, it's a great Phoenix game when it comes to going late. It's really great for Phoenix because, like you said, there really aren't that many actual egg hitters. When Necro is one of your best egg hitters, you know you have a problem.
Bear, Leo Styles, Bear just about surviving, getting away from Murdoch. You did go in one on Ghost Shroud, but also into the Heartstopper aura, so feeling so far for the lone druid mid.
Radiant's courier. Radiant's
Sick. Kiro taking some damage as back away, but Frank to load up and diving in. He's only level 2, so he's got 1 in the Searing Chains, 1 in the Sight. Not a lot to work with. He really wanted to get one of these bounty rooms. He ends up missing both, so it ended up being 2.
That's fair. It's pressure. You know, it required 3 heroes to come over there and stop Matthew from doing this, whereas Lone Druid got to kind of just sit mid. So it's something. Yeah, if you can get like a free bounty rune snipe in this patch, it's so incredibly important. They're worth so much gold. I know I keep saying it, but not enough gold.
They're 50 each in that first one. Here's the battle pass.
Yeah, there it is.
But
I wonder if like the coordinator was down or something. Hey man, sometimes when the Dota coordinator goes off, some weird stuff starts happening. So, you never know.
bounty runes are 250 each. Control 4 of them early on, and all of a sudden, you get 1,000 gold to your team immediately. Or,
yeah,
1,000 gold.
It's nuts. It's really nuts. You go late game too. You pick up 1 bounty. It's like a 500 gold swing. You know, that's when you see the real gold difference being made. Is when the bounty spawn. And same with the XP from outposts. They nerfed the early XP from outposts. It's like 150 on the first one, but it scales really nicely. Like it gives a lot more XP for the second and third. You cannot skip those. Those outposts, can't ignore them. Do you like the outposts or shrines better?
It depends, because shrines back in the day, 5 shrines in your base, high grounding so hard.
That was not cool. That was traumatic. They shouldn't have done that.
I almost feel like they should bring one back. Just in your
One
base.
outpost, one shrine, something like that.
Moved my camera away coming out of that pause.
Toxic player.
Dude, on the bear. Okay.
100% worth it. The bear gives 300 gold and 300 XP at this point, which is way more than a hero would give him. Especially with, once again, all the gold changes. The bear has not been changed in terms of gold. So anytime you can kill the bear, it's so much worse for the Lone Druid than the hero dying.
Puts Leo style without a bear for 30 seconds afterwards. Sexy fat, TPing away, nothing to stop that. He'll go all the way back to base, so the long walk back, he was coming back with a ring of health and dead again. Sorry, I am 0 for 3.
He just walked up and got slowed and stunned and all of the abilities in the kitchen sink from the Midas Club crew.
In wondrous harmony.
See, this is what I expect when people pick Chen for. This is exactly what I expect. Nothing against, he had a fantastic performance last game.
Radiant
But it seems hard
to
to do much on. I'm not sold.
Ends up bringing MJZ down.
Is under attack.
Sexy Fat made the rotation over. This is gonna be interesting if they just give up this tier 1 tower. He's trying to pull the creeps away. It's a little bit more difficult, but the answers are minimal. Continue to allow MNZ to farm up towards top. Continue to want Leo style to farm mid, so they'll let that tower go for free.
I like the play from the Phoenix grabbing the wave though. Like this is just annoying. It's really delaying the push. It's wasting time. We've seen Thunder Predator, like both of their supports are really good at doing this, just being annoying with their bodies. And sure, they're not super leveled, they're not going to kill anybody, but they're wasting time, and that's the name of the game in Dota. And of course, Midas is 2k ahead for that, but still plays a little bit.
Rise again.
Go finding MJZ, gets the Slight as well as the Searing Chains to finish him off. He was sitting low, just trying to build some time and space, and back to his side of the map, found by the Ember. This has been a complete turnaround from the first game so far for Midas Club. 3-1 with 1,000 net worth lead. It was up towards 2k for a moment. They're playing this one.
Yeah, I also think it's, you know, they're on Brazil servers this time, so it's a lot better ping for them. Worth noting. Sexy Pat's being so active with the Centaur.
Sight, Searing Chains, Reaper Sight. Down goes MJZ. Another easy kill, but MNZ, he's now Mercy in rage. Ice Path comes through. They've got the cogs around Sexy Fat, trying to at least get Duster. MNZ, good chase. They know there's no Reaper Sight available. They jump on Duster, get the kill, looting off Murdoch. Searing Chains is through into MNZ. The damage is there. They'll take out the Ursa, and now they turn this. They look over at the bear, and resummon.
So close. So close. 300 gold, man. That's a lot of money. This economy.
That bear's a quick stimulus.
It really is. That's the Trump money right there. The Trump money of Dota. Did you get that? Did you get the Trump money? Everybody got it, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't get it.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, that sucks. Did you get it? You just styled on him?
I put it right towards the...
That's fair. I didn't get Trump money. Very unfortunate. I couldn't get that either. I'm not a student anymore. It's rough.
Royal Jelly for both teams. Always a nice one to have. And
It's
it
a
is
nice
Battle
one.
Fury Ursa again, so we've seen Ursa struggle early, come back, mainly Sammy boy.
I think the Battle Fury makes a lot of sense too versus the PL. Just clear the illusion. Otherwise, their only answer is the Phoenix, which is decent, but a little bit more needed to really clear the illusions. Like Battle Fury plus Phoenix Sunray, I think that's enough to like shred illusions at any point in the game.
There we go. All right, so back to it. 3,000 net worth lead here for Midas Club. Matthew Invid. But he's only level 4. He does have this Tome of Knowledge, push him towards that 6. And from there, you know, they'll have the long... Question is, can they use it to make something happen? Can he actually use the Tome? He's short of level 6. They go after Leo style. They do use the Stampede, and they get 300 more gold for Murdoch. These are Reaper Sights being used on the bear that are getting him the XP and gold. Sitting level 9, and second on the net worth, doing a decent job so far.
Dire's top tower.
Got so
Dire's
much.
top
He's got
tower
so much
is
net
under
worth.
attack.
Like 1,000 gold of this is from the bear.
He might just get another bear.
No. The chains
Radiant's
missed.
bottom
That would have
tower
been really
is
nice
under
though if
attack.
it did. They did hit.
Go second away from 6. They do have the Supernova to work with. Cogs push away Murdoch. Now Ice Path lands onto the Phoenix. They've got the Bula hitting on a Matthew. Remnant in the middle and then back. Look at where this Supernova is. And... oh, yeah, well, yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Wow.
That'll happen. When you put your Supernova right in the middle of 4 heroes, you're gonna get tipped.
I think he was really hoping to get Hiko right before dying there. Pitballs.
Sexy Fat. One more shot. There it is. MNZ running him down and pushing himself closer and closer to that Battle Fury. But Murdoch's coming through with the haste. Slight with the Searing Chains, and all of a sudden, well, MNZ needs to run. Hand of God used by Shen. MNZ, though, still can't run it out. It is impossible to run from this hasted Murdoch Necro.
You know, it's kind of a strange interaction that when you Searing Chains and Ursa Earth Shocks, he still casts it. He just stands in place while casting it. But if you Searing Chains a Pangolier, he can't just ult. Like, I wonder what the distinction is for this ability is completely disabled by chains and it's not. Oh, wait, what?
Shen and the Clockwork got HFN? Did they have Lone Druid?
Really?
Some missing kill.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
so
I was looking at the
I'm
damage
shocked.
report. Cameraman bad. Spamming in chat. I deserve it. MNZ now surrounded. Stampede comes out. They've got heroes rotating here for the side of Thunder Predator. Look over at Hiko. They have hook shot? No. Use that to get the kill on the Phantom Lancer.
I'm shocked HFN died. I feel like he's immortal in this game. I